Hey, my gorgeous Scorpios. Let me just check my microphones in. Yep, we're ready to go. So, these will be extended readings. Sorry, I'm not really set up on my... because I took a break. So, these will be extended readings. I think I've got a glare on me with that, but we'll just ignore that. These are going to go on Patreon. So, the Patreon link is in the description box below. Also, if you are on my Patreon already, I will be uploading on the 29th and the 30th the long readings for October, November, December that I've been doing. They're just for my Patreons. So yeah, I feel that's all I've got to say. Oh yeah, and meet me Gemini twin. I'm growing a Gemini twin on my face. But so after that Pisces full moon, I think everybody's had like either epiphanies, breakdowns. It's been very nuts. It's been very nuts. Over that moon energy though, my head, wow, migraines, cluster headaches, like just my head was just pounding from my neck to my crown chakra. It was just constantly boom, 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 every day for about 3 days, and then it seems to have lifted. And then in my life, it just feels like everything's just lifting. It's just crazy. It did all happen around that moon. Don't know if it's because of the moon. I do feel like a lot of it was because of that moon, because it was the first super moon, and it all kind of collaborates in with what was going on in my life. So, but I feel like everyone is going through some kind of like major shift. It's like a shift in transparency. Everything's transparent. You can see through everything and everyone, if you understand what I mean. You just know without knowing that intentions and everything. It's just crazy. So I am using the Yin Yang Oracle to do this Celtic cross from the Lilith designs because they are a bit blunt, and I feel like they match my type of readings. I'm not known for sugarcoating. I hope I haven't got big lines across me. I can see them on my screen because of my light. But yeah, in the extended, I'll be using a different deck. So, Scorpio, where are we going? Oh, interesting. Messages in dreams. So, Scorpios, you may be feeling a bit airy-fairy as well in the mind. My lights are flashing now. What is going on? I've got lights going across, beaming from cameras, and my lights are flashing in front of me. So we've got messages in dreams. It can feel like we're going off on a loop, on a tangent in our mind, daydreaming, that type of thing. That's where your power is. You know, that's where your spirituality is. So being lost in the mind, but in a good way. It's like Alice in Wonderland. You may be feeling like a bit like Alice in Wonderland at the moment with messages in dreams. It's all going on around the mind, around the head. So what's the crossing energies for my Scorpios this week? Yes, because it's a higher self activation. You are getting the messages. It's the floaty, airy feeling. It's happening. And it can feel like a challenge when you're going through a higher self-activation, because it's like it's kind of smacks you in the face. You know, it's almost like the universe takes its slipper off and whacks you in the face, and it's like, told you so. You know, it's like the universe is blowing this breath of magic towards you. I love this card. I actually love that card. You're being activated. So why is it coming around for my Scorpios? Detachment. That is one of the powers of humanity. It is to be able to detach yourself from situations, because attachment has got me in so much trouble. In my life, being attached to certain outcomes, being attached to certain people, there shouldn't need to be an attachment to certain things. Obviously, we're going to have links. We're going to have codes towards our children and things like that. But an attachment is it's totally different. We're detaching from that. It's like we can give certain things a cold shower. You know, it's like we can put the code on. We can ask certain things out, so then I can see forward. Detaching from outcomes, detaching from what other people are doing and saying, you know, so you may be feeling detached at the moment, but in a more powerful sense, like you're taking back your energy and you're detaching from people or situations that have been attached to you or pulling on you. You know, it's like the energy vampire type energy. So I love the fact that you're detaching from that. Yeah, see, in the past, you were limited. You were limited by fear. We've got limitations. You were putting limitations on yourself, but I also feel like attachments were limiting you as well. So you were feeling limited due to your attachments. What were you attached to, or what was attached to you? It was limiting you. You know, some of Scorpios may have even felt like you had an actual attachment, a spiritual attachment that was draining you. But we had the autumn equinox, and now you are harvesting in autumn. You are taking back your power. You are reaping it all back. You are harvesting all your energy back. It's like you're taking it back from the vampires. I love it. It's like, oh, imagine, do you know what? I get weird stuff in my head. It's like I wanted to say then, it's like imagine a fridge and it's full of your blood. Like someone's been sticking a needle in you at night and just seeping away at you. And you've managed to find where they're storing it and you're going to go and you're just going to break in and take it all back. See, my head just goes off with funny scenarios, but that's what I got in my head. Yeah, you're taking it back from the disharmony, conflicts, triggers, you know, people that have triggered you, situations that have triggered you, things that have been in disharmony and have triggered you, and you know, that type of thing. It's like you're kind of reaping it all back from that. But you're definitely dealing with energy vampires, because whilst you're doing this, whilst you're sneaking in and taking it back, who's watching you? Who wants to know what you're doing? Who's spying? Is this you trying to spy on someone else? Watching, inspecting? Do you know what I mean? Are you trying to find answers? I actually don't feel like it's you. I feel like it's more an energy that's around watching you. Like, how are they doing that? How is she doing that? How is he doing that? I think you're surprising people, Scorpio. I like it. Especially situations that have once tried to limit you with fear and, you know, used fear to try and control you in some kind of sense. It's like you've just turned the cold shower on them. I love that energy. Your power is chemistry and passion. Whether that be in love or whether it's just being about passionate about yourself, about your existence, you know, and it's like kind of knowing where chemistry is. Chemistry to me is magic. You know, you mix different elements and you get something else, and you know, it's like potions and magic. That's your power this week. The outside influence is being open to receive. See, your own outside influence, you're open to receive. And I feel like that, it's like I'm taking it all back, bring it all back to me. Do you know what I mean? I will receive. Downloads. One of my friends is a Scorpio. She's been downloading like crazy the last couple of days. It's like hands wide open. You're ready to breathe it in, take it all in. It's like the universe is like, here, have it. I love it. But there is spies in the camp. They don't know how you're doing it. They want to know how you're doing it. Because Spirit's hope for you this week is forming solid structure, firm foundations. They want you to feel unshakable. You know, it's like I'm grounded. I know who I am. I know what I want. I love it. Oh, your Venus is being activated as your outcome because you are healing the past. We've got healing the inner child. It's like letting yourself have fun. You know, you're doing so much healing on yourself, so much mirror work, and you're just allowing it to flow in. It's almost like I'm doing your reading and I feel like Matilda or something, but then I did like go into a bit of a horror film, like where someone was sucking your blood. I don't know. But your Venus governs your love life, and your finances. So always check some moon rising and your Venus, because this week you're actually working more in your Venus. Your Venus starts to open, and it's open to new offers. That can be in love. It can be. I'm going into the extended, but I feel like it's more an offer of healing. You know, your Venus is bringing in that self-love with that healing the inner child. It's healing certain situations. It's healing the aspects of you that were once limited. You know, you're taking, it's like you're doing the detachment and then healing the wound with that energy. I want to get one more on top of the Venus and the inner child. Yeah, we've got growth in summer. See, all this year you've been doing it. All this year you've been working on this growth within yourself. And it's like 2024, it's that karmic year. It's that 8 vibration. That's what you've been working on. This is what you've been working on. Someone doesn't like it. Someone does not like it. There's an energy vampire. Yeah. They're not around you though. There's a separation. They can't see you, or they're not around you enough to know exactly what you're doing, but they want to know why you're doing certain things or how you're doing certain things. Someone's trying to get info, and you're just like merrily away. Alice in Wonderland energy. I absolutely love it. So you could be triggering somebody else, and maybe hopefully that makes them go off and do their work. So I shall see you in the Ascended. If this is where I leave you, I'll leave you lots and lots and lots of love. Bye.